Okay, we're going live. I know. Don't know what's doing that. Let's stop that. I'm sorry. I don't know why my camera is doing that. I'm so sorry. This is going to be a live video chat show where we do arts and crafts for adults. And we will be tag alonging with the chat group and hanging out with the chat room and talking with them tonight. So let's see if I can find me in the chat room like this and this. And I don't know what to do about this flickering. It's a flickerish. So hang on. Let me see what else I can do to improve our evening here. If I have to, maybe I just need to put something down like this. Would that help? We'll just see if that'll help. And I've got in a can of worms over here, guys. I've got a can of worms over here. And I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning. I need to get another box of tissues. And I think I've got some over here somewhere. Hang on. What did I do? What did I do? Here we go. I need a tissue to clean my desk up with. I'm in the middle of multitasking. So, hi, Margaret. Good to see you. I got some Happy Meal for Margaret. I'm going to get to it here in just a minute. Let me get this corner cleaned up back here. See what I can do with that corner. So this goes back there. So I found my glass, chipped glass. We're going to do that with our egg here in a minute. I found some traveling stickers. This might work for the ACTs that I'm going to be using with the passport for the there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh shoot! If I just had one more, I can do my passport thing for the ATC trade that I'm going to be doing with Janet Young and Dee Dee Willingham. So I'll talk about that some more in a few minutes too. And then I want to follow up what we did Thursday night. We did some paint pouring, and I wanted to show off what we finished. They're dry, and I'm sure we'll get to play with the samples. I'm sure we'll use them in our art somehow. And let's see if I could put this up somewhere here. This is my to-do list for tonight, and it's going to get lost, so I'm going to tape it on my cup. There, so I'll know what I'm doing tonight. And I've got, oh, here's some more. What is this? Oh, these are little miniature postcards, and they're all of Chicago. But that would be cute for an ATCs, and maybe I can do a combo. And I like them that they're cardboard and they're thick cardboard. That would be a good ACT size. So I'm going to leave those out. I'm finding all kinds of good stuff tonight. So there's Esther and Janet Nash. Good to see you. Good to see you. And there's Jennifer. Woohoo! Oh, Jennifer, we got a big lineup for tonight. Got some fun stuff. And Goldie come in. Hello, hello. I'm glad to see you all here. So, Margaret sent me some Happy Mail, and it's going to be fun. I think it's in here. Did I bring it in here? Heavens to Betsy, what did I do with it? I got to go run and get it. Yeah, we can't forget that. It's in here on the bed, laying here. It's right where I left it. I found it. So we're going to look at this tonight too. So we got some Happy Meal. So we'll wait for a few more people to get in, but I can show you what we did Thursday night, and we did a paint pour, and it was an experiment. So there's a few things that I like, and a few things that I didn't like. But I did try to get some sales, and I noticed if you put too much of that silicone oil in there, it settles on top and it's oily. I guess it's okay to use it to rub on your hands. I'm not real sure what silicone oil is made out of, but they're a little oily. But I did like this one, and I like this one. This will be pretty for maybe my mermaid book whenever I do my mermaid book. These pastels. That might be a good idea. Now this one was one of the first ones I did, and it'll be okay for collage or something, but it didn't. It did have some cells in it. These are the cells that I'm referring to, these little dots that show up in the paint when it dries. It Those are little oil cells. That's exactly what they are. And here's another one that's really oily, because I ended up putting 3 or 4 drops of, and maybe I put too many in. I'm not real sure. This is just a hot mess. We'll call that one our hot mess. Everybody's got to have a hot mess. This one's pretty. I like this one. And on these papers, of course, I did it on cardstock. You can see the oil on the back side of them too, where the oil soaked into the paper. And so I like that one really well. This one's next to the hot mess, but we might be able to do something with it. Hi, baby.
A little bit salt on your
potatoes, yeah. And then this one's one of the canvases I did, and I like this one. I had something stuck to it. Of course, and then this line here was because I laid it on some plastic on the floor, and the fan blew it over on it. But I still like the rest of it. And these are the cells that I'm talking about, is what we were wanting in the when you do the pull or the pouring. And I'm gonna put him on the bottom. And this is another paper one, and that's not bad. I like the swirly parts. And then this one was another canvas, and I kind of like this one. I don't know which way it goes, but it didn't have very many cells. There's a few cells, but I like the swirly pearly kind. And we were just playing, and just wanted to have a play with it. Juju was doing it. This was where it dripped off, and oh boy, look at all the oil on the paper. Does anybody know anything about silicone oil? Is it good for our hands, or should I wash my hands? Asking for a friend. I like the pastels. And then this was the last one that we did. This was just the cup, and you can see the oil on this paper for sure too. And these are just clean sheets of paper. So this was the other board that I did, and I like it. There's not any sales on it, very little sales, but it's got oil in it because I can wipe it off. It's real shiny. Oh, well, I also used some metallic paint. That's why it's so shiny. That's that metallic paint. But I like this one. I like the boards pretty good. This is probably the favorite. It had the most sales. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I've got more of the products, and I've got more of the oil and the medium, the pouring medium. I didn't even use half of it. So we get to play some more on another day. I will definitely save these boards, and these will go on my bookshelf with my other pours that I have collected. And then I think all of these will go into my painty papers with my uh, marble paper and my jelly plate papers. And yeah, these will go in that file, and I can come back to these and use them in my art, use them for decoupaging, collaging. Um, I might even come back and doodle on some of it, and cut them out and use them. So these are going to go with my painty papers, so I can work on them. And I've got some over here somewhere, a collection of painty papers. So we'll put those in that little file. So how's everybody doing? Hi, Diane. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And there's Kathy. Kathy. Oh my gosh, guys. Kathy, almost came in here too late. It was like 5 till when I looked up at the clock and I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. Uh, I was watching Kathy. She put up a video, and she's been on a break and a little time off with her streaming. And are you still up north, or have you come down to the Florida state yet? But she has two houses, and she likes to come down to Florida up in the Pensacola area and spend the summers. And or I can't remember if you come down after Easter or after school's out or something. Uh, but anyway, she was filming, and she had gotten some Happy Mail from a more fiber fibers, uh, and they sent her some fiber samples. Thank you, Janet. That's Kathy's Calico Kate. Her link, and you guys be sure and sub to her. Go ahead and go up there and sub to her. And anyway, the fibers that she had gotten was wool, and I am so. We are moving up here. Been a very busy few months. Oh, we snowboard. Oh boy. I don't know if you really snowboard, or is that is just a term you used for moving. I don't know. But anyway, these I like to felt. Most of you all know that I like to felt, and she had gotten this samples of they were blankets. Those warm wool fuzzy blankets that you used to put on your bed and put it underneath um, your your big your big blanket, and it went underneath closer to the sheet, and it kept you so warm in the winter times. Oh man, I used to love those fuzzy blankets, but I didn't like to touch them because they were kind of woolish. But I didn't mind them underneath my bedspread because they do keep you warm. Amore Fabrics, thank you. Selena gave them to her when you were in Florida. Okay. Well, anyway, I was trying to find her Etsy shop. I was trying to find the wool samples, and I was wondering if she had any more. I would love a stack of those that you got. They were uh, put together with two great big long brads. I can use that for a book for my felting. I would love to have something like that. Anyway, I'm on the hunt, Kathy. If you know what I'm asking about, maybe you can shoot me a link to directly to that. I was trying to get around to Etsy and I couldn't find it, and I think I got into the Etsy directory instead of the Amore Fabric directory. I couldn't find them. Anyway, I'm not finished hunting. I'm not giving up. And yeah, I think I've heard her name, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And Belinda. I think I've heard her talk about, and she's bought in her sari silks before. So anyway, I might, if I can find those wool samples, I just might have to place me an order because if you get $35 or more, you can get free shipping. So I'll probably do something like that. So anyway, I've been excited all about that for the past half hour. And now I've got to get serious and get in here and do some things. I poured all this stuff out of my desk over here, and I'm going to put back all of the things that go back and then put away the things that don't need to be there. Mhm. I got too many things. Too many things. Here is something. I don't know what it is. Stories. The finest story in the world. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, so I'm going to try to clean this desk off real fast. So these are index cards. I don't need the Christmas cards. Then I've got some schooling cards. That's ephemera. And I've got some postcards over here that I've received. And then I have blank postcards, vintage postcards. So, should I put them all together or should I just put them all together for now? And that's pretty. Oh, this is a picture that we need to paint. I'm gonna put all my postcards together, even the Christmas ones. So we can do that. And I've got these other cards up here that belong in the cards. I've got some cards. This is kind of a postcard. And did I do these? I think I did that one. Here's some more postcards. And then this was a little folio book for my newest friend, Anitra. I think that's her name. And these are papers. There's a dog. I'm gonna put him over there too. And this is the directions to my crocodile thing. And I guess I have to keep it in case I need the directions on how to do something. We'll see. There's another postcard. I've got my eyelashes here. That way I always know where my eyelashes are. You just can't misplace your eyelashes. Let's see. I think I've got some more postcards. I'm working on it. These are little tiny picture cards, and they're ephemera, and they would make cute ATC cards. There are pictures of gardens, botanical gardens. So I'm going to put that with my ephemera package here. I got ephemera ephemera stuff up here. Some more postcards. Even the Christmas are going in there. Here is a 50% off a DoorDash. Okay. This would be, I wonder if there's an expiration date on it. Yep, 24. This is going into the ephemera area because it could be used in some crafts. This is another painting we're going to do someday. I'll put that in the to be painted area. Now I bought these postcards here. I bought at a gift shop down here, and these are to be painted. And here's some more paintings that we're going to do. So we've got several painting items when we need an idea to paint. And there's another card. Here's an envelope. And I don't think I need that. There's another homemade thingy that I don't know if I made it or somebody else made it for me. It looks like Janet Nash. But I'm going to put it over here with my postcards. And there's another one of the beaches down here. I got postcards. These postcards are hand painted by a local that lives down here. And she lives up in Flagler Beach, and she has a gift shop, and she has all these little postcards, and I bought a bunch of them from her. She's the girl that I got all of that red paper from. Remember the red paper? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the one who gave me the red paper for free because somebody gave it to her, and she didn't feel right. She did not feel right in selling it. So she wanted to pass it on, and she did. These are recipe cards, and I like to do recipe cards and put lace on them. We ought to have a recipe trade one day. I need to make a list. I think I need to make a list. This is one of my cats that I used to have. I had two of them, and they were part Siamese, and they were taupey color, taupey tan brown, taupey blonde, and they looked identical, except this is Kit. Caboodle was the smaller cat, and I had her till she was 18. And this one I had until, maybe 10 or 15. I had him a long time too. And anyway, they were twins. They were my first pets. So I don't know why they're here, but that's where they're at. Here's some more postcards, vintage postcards. Here's some pink paper. I'm almost down to the bottom. I'm almost down here. And this is a picture that I got out of a book. I'll just stick it in here. Here's the postcards. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to put a great big rubber band around all of these postcards. And they are also recipe cards. So a recipe trade. Okay. Well, and we need to also do a napkin trade. I think we should do a napkin trade sometime too. And I've got a place for these. Trying to have a crack-a-lanch down here. Trying my best not to have a crack-a-lanch. But anyway, I've got a whole bunch of stuff I want to do tonight. I want to do some, after I open up the Happy Mail, I want to do some of the beads. on my picture frame. And here, this is also a crocodile directions. I should put that with the crocodile board, because I don't know what else this board. I've got this one, and I don't know if there's anything on it that I really really need. But I probably should put this to it with it, because it's got good directions on it. And we'll sit down and read and study about that some other day. We got too many things to do tonight. We're not going to do that. Now, and see, I don't know why I've got this. This goes into the fabric catalog, and it probably had to do with paper dolls, if I had to guess. But it got stuck in here, so then I have no idea what this is. Oh, these are pictures. This is a picture of my mom's hand and my sister's hands holding my mom's hand. I just love that. And there's a poem that I have to do, and it's about a story between a mother and daughter's relationships. If you ever want me to read that to you sometime, you just let me know, and I'll make time to read that to you. Here's another little portfolio, and I don't know who it's from. Loaded pocket. It's a loaded pocket with all kinds of little pockets. I don't remember making it. The paper's not familiar, but I'm going to put it over here with my other folio because I want to keep it. So here we go. There's some feathers. There's another postcard. I don't know what to do with all this. There's an index card we could have. There's my Visa card. That is an old card. And there is a prescription thing, and I don't use those people anymore. I go to Walmart. All right. So here we go. There's some more Christmas postcards. I'm almost down to the bottom. I got another loaded pocket, another postcard that I made, and somebody sent me this loaded pocket. Oh, it's just a little folder. Isn't that cute? Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh, I love it. I'm going to put it up here because somebody made it for me. And I'm going to put my postcard up there. And Dana was asking me, is Dana in here tonight? Has Dana come in yet? She's been busy with the baby. She has a new baby in her family. She was asking me if she gave me some Vicky Booten stencils, and she did. She gave me this set. So maybe we could use these tonight. I love that one. That's like bees. And this one's pretty for a background. And then I have this one sitting here. It might be from Dana too. I don't know. But this is like a layer. You do this one first, and then you do this in another color on top of this one. I'm just going to put those up here where they need to be, close. And then there's some stickers. I should put them in the sticker area. Here's another card. It's a blank. And then I've got some cards from Shannon Pratt. I forgot about these cards. I've just found them yesterday, and aren't those pretty? If y'all want to watch Art Junkie, she she makes cards, and she does great job with them. They're so pretty. So I'm going to hang on to these cards because they're new. They're new cards. So, and I'm sure she gave me envelopes to go with them. And but they're just blank inside. But they have stay simple, and everything has beauty, and just because. So aren't those sweet? Those are nice cards to, like, thinking of you cards and things. I've got those up there. Okay. So this is the only thing I don't know what to do with. And then I found these, and these go in my chicken book. And I've got it right here. So I'll stick them in there. We'll work on that tonight too if we get time. And then I found this, and this was given to me by Juju. Juju gave me a little wallet. And see, I have notes in here. I have notes. I can throw that one away. I've already done that. So thank you, Juju. I found this again. Has she come in here yet? She'll be here in a minute. And what else? What else? What else? What else? I'm doing pretty good. I come down to the bottom down here. And so this was up there, and this is some things that Margaret has made for me. Oh, look, another postcard. Look at that. All good wishes. And Margaret made me um, she made me these little quilt squares, and they have crosses inside of them. And it's a cross in my pocket. So you put these in your purse, or you can put it in your pocket, and for the day, put it in your pocket, and every time you go across it and you feel it, you can feel that cross, and you all know what that cross means. It means a lot to us. So it's to remind us that we're never alone, and that we keep that cross in our pocket to know that we're blessed and we're protected. Anyway, I've got four of them that are extra, and I think I kept one for me. I think it's up here somewhere. And I have given quite a few of these out for her. And then somewhere in this envelope, I found a pair of folding scissors. Like that's just what I need to lose on my desk. Folding scissors. Let's see how good they work. Kind of like those knives that fold into a knife, and then you unfold it and it becomes all these tools. So there it is. Let's see. I've got Happy Mail to open up. I got something from Laura Beth. Oh, they work. Look at that. These are good in your sewing jar with your threads, sewing threads. And they don't take up much room. So I'm not real sure, but I'm sure there's another way to fold those. But that's what they are. They're folding scissors. Okay, so let's look up. Let's get my desk cleaned off. I had all this left over from Thursday down here um, for to do. Um, Margaret made me an ATC card. Isn't that pretty? Look, a bunny. So I'm just going to throw that raggedy thing away. But anyway, we're going to do some ATC. We're going to be decorating some ATCs in the next week or two. And I'd gotten all of these out to do those ATCs for Janet Young's trade. and I had some pictures. And then I'm also doing ATC's coins for uh, Cindy's group, and that's for uh, May, and I'm doing circles, the coins. So the birds are going to go on the coins that I've picked out, and I've been fussy cutting them out, and slowly but surely. So we'll continue to work on those in a little bit too, and we were making some lists. We can finish that later too. Okay, so I'm down to my bottom of my desk, so I can put these up there. There's the birds, and we're down to the bottom of the desk. That's great. Good enough. Okay, so let me see what I want to do with all this. This can go in my index, Rolodex, and I'm just going to have to put this over here. It's going to have to go to the side. And this is the side over here is where my it's where my scavenger hunt book is. It's over here somewhere. Just saying. But I got me some room. And I got this is Happy Mail. Put that over there. There we go. I can see the edges now. I can see my edges. So let's look and see what Margaret got me. This one is going to be repackaged and sent in some mail. She got me some napkins, and she got me some safety pins. So what are we going to do with all of this stuff? Well, I'm going to try to make a trade list. And let's see, we're April is hidden paper clips. And May is going to be tags because we've pushed it off long enough. And then we'll worry about June later. Let's see, we had hidden paper clips. What did we do before that? We did January, February, March. What did we do that? Well, we did the 3-pocket trade. Was that in March? And then before that we did, can't remember. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Goldie. There's Juju. Woohoo! Oh, we had tacos the other night. They were so good. Hi, Debbie. So, well, Debbie, why don't you send Janet some Happy Mail and she'll send you something back? Debbie, send her something. So, yeah, the pocket. I'll have to look back in my book, my art book that we just finished up. It'll be in this book. Yeah, we did Valentine's. Let's see, there's one. Hidden paper clips. Got that. Pretty sure we did Valentine's because I got Valentine cards. Three Parket was in March. Valentine was in February. And then January, I don't know. It's in the last book. Oh, here it is. We did a Loaded Pockets. Okay. Okay. Debbie, you can do it. I know you can. Okay. So we're okay. Now, I'm going to put a list down here. We're going to do a napkin trade this summer. And Margaret just sent me a whole bunch of napkins I'm going to show you. And there was something else I was going to do. Uh, I'll think of it in a minute. So, are we going to do paper dolls again? I'm always in the mood for paper dolls. I probably don't get to do them as often as I should. Uh, I should do them more often because they're kind of easy for me to do, because I like to do them. But anyway, Margaret sent me some more safety pins. So whatever I'll be making, like my tags, they'll probably be having paper clips, paying safety pins on them. So this is some of the napkins. God bless America. Oh, I want to do a napkin book tonight. Do something in the napkin book. Where is the napkin book? Did we have a new napkin book? Don't remember. I don't remember. Can't remember. Okay. Put that there. Okay. So anyway, I would love to do a napkin page tonight in our art book. These are pretty. These are just flowers, and there's two different ones. There's the pink one and the yellow ones. And these are, I think, magnolia. Are these gardenias or magnolia blooms? They could be gardenias. Gardenia is a bush and magnolia is a tree. They look like they're gardenias. And I got some roses. Pretty roses. And I think I'll do this one tonight. Birds. I love the birds. I'm going to leave one of the birds out. And this one is another rose. There's two or three black ones. I guess there's three. There's this kind, which is kind of a marble effect. And then there's more red roses. And then the butterfly. Ooh, I didn't see this one. That's nice. And then there's a blue one, blue and gold. And this is like marbled. And then we have the animal print, which is a leopard. Is this a leopard? So those are really, really super, super nice. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. We're definitely going to get into these. And I'm going to put those in my napkin storage box that I have over there. So, okay. So we'll leave this out for tonight. And I've got two more Happy Meals here. So let me find my scissors. This is from Brenda. Is Brenda here? Is Laura Beth here? Hi, Teresa. Okay, this is from Brenda. And she is sending me a 3-pocket. I thought I felt something else down there. A 3-pocket ATC, which is this. There's nothing like a dream to create the future. See, they're all connected like a puzzle. Thank you, Brenda. Look at this tag. It's a metal tag. Huh. I guess can trace them. So thank you, Brenda. These are wonderful. Those are beautiful. I love feathers and I love the bird. You know I do. Then she sent me some paper, which is ephemera type paper with old-timey writing and stamps and seals and stickers and calculations and some pretty, they look like they're music paper clips. This is a tab top. I can put that with my index cards because I can put that on one that doesn't have a tab on it. This one's got a tab, but this can go on one of the other ones in the box. So that's nice. Actually, I could put all of this on this tag, Rolodex. Let's just do that. It's another tag. Okay. We can do that. We can make a tag. And I could probably make it out of this this card right here. It's big enough. So let's just do that real quick and make a branded Rolodex decoration here. So I'll use this for the top. There's several there. There's more than one. So she's got a little punch, and that's the way it's going to look on the card. I better check to see the size. It might be too tall. I might have to trim it down a little bit because it should be the size of a credit card. So let's just cut this down a little bit. But, yep, I'll have to cut the sides too. But that's okay. Just a little trim. And I had my scissors here just a moment ago. They're here somewhere. So we're just going to trim this down a little bit. Put that back. And we're just going to decorate this little thing here. So, hi Laura Beth, I've got your Happy Meal here. Give me just a minute and I will show it to you. Show it to everybody. So we're using Brenda's little Happy Meal stuff. I think that's a sticker. If I had to guess. I better rehearse. Oh, it's a little soldier. He's cute. And a clock. And a bug. We could put the clock up here. Let's see. That's 6. That's 12. We could put it at the top and layer these tags, stickers. We're just going to layer them around. Let's see. We'll put 12 at the top. And this is a ticket number. And I bet it's a sticker. It sure is. It comes right off. And it has white around the edge, which I really don't mind sometimes. I don't mind a bit. But I'm going to cut the white part off. That's kind of the popular thing to do with these things. I'm just excited tonight. Woo! Lots of excitement. Yeah, tassel swaps are fun. I don't know that I've ever had a tassel swap. Might be good. We'll put this cute little guy on here. In memory of our soldiers. Yeah. And the time that they spent in the service for us. Thank you very much. To the service people, thank you for your service. That and that. She sent me some extra tabs. I'm going to put it right here. And there's a bug. I don't know if I want the bug on there or not, but I've got the ticket. That's his bus ticket to come home. Yep. That's his bus ticket to come home. And we could put this little bug on there because he's just going to be there for looks. Let's see if I can get him off of here. There's a trick to getting these clear ones off. You roll it with your thumb and your thumbprint. The little ridges helps get it started, and then you can peel your sticker off. And I'm just going to put him on the corner like that. And then we'll trim him off. So Brenda, thank you, honey. Thank you. And we still have this. Oh, he's a soldier coming home. Shall we put him on the back? Let's put him on the back. I think I got everything that she sent. And we'll save this one for another day. Okay. I'm just going to put that right there. Continuation on the back. Hi, Monica. Hello. Welcome. Come on in. Oh, I wanted to, after I finish with Happy Meal, I'm going to, I told Cindy, she might be in here in a few minutes. So that's cute. I told Cindy I would show her my Bible. And I know I've showed it several times before, but you all might like to see it again. But I do Bible journaling. Oh, I forgot to change the date. 8 9 0 1 2. Today's the 12th, right? I think that's there. Okay, well, we'll just put it on there twice. He came home on the 8th, but we made the card on the 12th. That's what really happened. That's what happened. So, great. So we can put this up, moving along quite nicely. And this one has to be trimmed down this way to fit in my box like that. And this one will go behind these. And we did it. All right, that was lovely. Haven't done that for a little while, but well, every now and then's good. So this one is from Laura Beth. See what she's got in here. She sent me some paper clips. And she's got such a lovely envelope. I've got to save it. I've got to save it. Cheep, cheep, beep, beep. Hey, a chicken. We could put that in the chicken book. Absolutely. That's what we'll do. It'll go in the chicken book. And I'm already in love with the chicken book. We were working in it the other day, and it is absolutely fun. Total fun. Liking the chickens. So we just have to tear this out a little bit. And we can put the chick with this piece. And we just put it in the chicken book because we can. Because we want to. All right, she sent me a tag and it has a pocket. Oh, how cute. With some ephemera, I could do another index card. This says groovy. All right. So this is a little, it's a paper clip. It's a paper clip. And this is a paper clip. And she says, thanks for all the fun. All right. Thank you. That's cute. That is really cute. I love it. It's just spring looking and fun looking. Then she sent me some ribbon. I can put this in the chicken book too. And the ephemera and the little goose. I can make another index card. Then she sent me a recipe, a dictionary page with fun things on it. Hope, peace, and love. Ooh, I could put one of those on my index card. Let's do that. We'll tear it apart. I love using it right away. Okay. I'll get that other index card out that we had out. And I might be able to put some of this on there. And then she sent me this. This is a tree with some people in it. Tom Stetson. Woohoo! Look, there's Tom and his friend Joe. Tropical. Okay, Tom, stick close to me. I love it. And some fields of flowers and a piece of paper, notepad. Oh, great. Okay. So I'm going to use some of these for my index card. And see, this one was from Brenda, and so we'll see if I need that or not. But let's get another index card back out and use her happy mail. That's what we'll do. So I'll get this one back out. And I don't need those tabs. But I need the card. So, and it's a pretty card. It's nice and white. And let's see what I feel like doing here. I think I'm going to cover it. I think I want to cover it. And I've got another piece of paper here that I can use for the background. Yeah, that'd be pretty. I can leave the white part. I don't know. I'll cut it out. I'll just cut it out. I'm gluing it down. I'm going to glue it down. Is Cindy in here? Oh, Cindy. After I finish making this index card, I'm going to show you all my Bible. I have a Bible that I art in, and it's a dedicated Bible to art. It's it just so happens to be my favorite Bible that I use for everything because I love it. It's large print. Some of us have to have large print these days, and it's a study Bible. It's a student Bible, and it has um, references at the bottom of the page after a few Bible verses. It'll talk about each verse down below the on the bottom of the page, and talk about its meaning of uh, what they're talking about. Because a lot of times, when we read uh, a foreign language, it's not quite clear enough, what they're trying to tell us, and so that's good, and that'll be good. So it'll be uh, anyway. I like the Bible because it translates what they're trying to tell you. So I'm going to just glue that down right there, my little love note, and I'll put it on the back of my index card. So I can see. So this is the front part. We're going to put love on there. And some of this is uh, Laura Best, and some of it's Brenda's ephemera, but that's quite all right. We could put the the the, the treble clef on there. We sure can. We'll put that on there. And I've got another little piece of paper that we could put on like that. Make a little cluster. Mm-hmm. Like it's been scattered around the desk. Like that. And we've got a groovy sticker. And it looks like there's a couple of cats singing. They're singing a song. And they're groovy. And we're going to use some of this ribbon, and we're going to put it in our chicken book. But I'll put a little piece on here. Like that. Maybe it needs something on top of that. So this is going in the chicken book. And we'll use it to decorate a page in it with that. And we can use the rest of this in the chicken book. Sure we can. And we can put Tom in there too. Why, sure. I might have a chicken to put with Tom. That's cute. I can tear each one of these apart and use them throughout the book. And I've got these to put on the pages. I could put them on these cards. Thank you, girls. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, I could put these in my Bible. I'll save one for my Bible. Okay. And I'm going to put these in the front. So there's that one. Not enough ink. Okay, that'll do it. Now, we did real good with our happy mail today. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Put that up for another day. And I'll put these away and I'll hang on that notepad and I'll hang on to this envelope. We will do a bird page today and maybe I can use some of these birds too. So I'm not going to talk about May. In May, we are going to do tags, and I will not talk about it until next week. And we'll start looking at tags and stuff. So this feels so heavy. Has it got more in there? It does. It has a card in there. Okay. Thank you, Brenda. Brenda, thank you, honey. I like that paper. So I'll just put this in here and I can use it to write some notes in it. How about that? There's what it's supposed to look like. A treble clef. Okay, Brenda. That is cute. Okay, so let's uh, let's show off my Bible a little bit. Now, I always tell people that arting in your Bible is not against the law or against religion or anything. It's just another form of celebrating uh, the word, another way of sharing the word or enjoying the word or memorizing, and anything that you do, whether it's reading or drawing or sketching about it, I think it's all good. And I just happen to do it in my Bible. Now they have Bibles that have one column of writing with a large uh, edge, like a 2-inch edge, and it's about the size. Usually, they're about the size of a bookmark, and you can doodle and draw in that space without right on top of the writing, without destroying the writing. I color on top of my writing, and I use the Inktense pencils. And when I activate them with a little bit of water, it doesn't harm my book. You can still read the words underneath. And I've always thought it was important not to destroy the words, not to cover up the words. And I do have a couple of pages that I didn't do it right at first. It was a trial learning. So, but for the most part, you can see all of the writing in my book. So I've had this Bible for quite a while, and I've got tassels on the zipper. I love my beads, my tangles, and as you can see, I've got lots of stuff, in the Bible, and that's just the way it is. So let's get rid of these. I don't know where I'm going to put them. It's balancing back there. This up here in the front is some uh, samples and things that uh, you can use. It was a little art book, and it had examples of writing in your Bible and of crafting and arting. So that stays in the front. And then this is just some stationery to write on. And this is my old address, and these are some uh, Bible verses that I had looked up for something at one time. So I've had this for a long time. Don't know if there is a date in the beginning. So that was my and some of them were tip ins. This is the front of the Bible, and I did that, I guess, by hand, and I just haven't colored it yet. But I've got I've got my grandchildren in here, and these are just some sticky notes. And I've got some marriages in here, and my family tree sort of filled out. And I've got a lot of deaths. Uh, so anyway, as you can see, it is large print, and this is what I like about this type of book. You've got the Bible part up here, and then underneath it, you've got explanations of what the Bible part said. Or there's might be a map or some other directions on, but it's got verse 1 through 1, verse 1, chapter 1, verse 1, and it talks a little bit about what it says and what they think, what it's translated to be, and there's a little bit of history down in there too. But that's what it is. But here you can see I've been drawing in here. I also put a lot of stickers and anything that fits on the margin or the edges. I like to do that. And you can't. It doesn't cover up any of the words or anything. And so it's just a little hobby thing that I've done over the years. And was in the beginning. This is all in Genesis when when things were made and stuff like this. And then of course this is a study Bible. So all of this bottom part is the study of the Bible, and then a lot of times I write in the margins, and I talk. It's a subject about a helper, And if I go down to where I've marked it, it says a helper, make a helper suitable for him, and so that's when he made woman as man's helper. We're supposed to help keeping them men out of trouble is what we are. And here's the serpent, and then here's a little bookmark that I made, and some different type of papers feel different, So there's a lot of variety in here, and I've got a piece of washi tape, and washi tape is supposed to not hurt the paper, and it doesn't. So if I take this off and want to move it, I can move it over here and tape it down, and it's not going to hurt the paper because this is kind of like an onion paper. It's real super thin, but it's pretty durable because I've been able to mark it on it and without any problems. So I've got a lot of and anytime anything is yellow, a lot of times the yellow is what I've read or where we studied it in church or something. And then here we have the ark because here's the 2x2s. I got 2 alligators and 2 elephants, 2 owls and 2 pandas. So you see how I add to my book, and yeah, and this is just somebody. This was Joe's dad, and it was his obituary and things like that. Or I keep in my book Bible. But anyway, that's how I work in my Bible. We're still talking about 2x2s over here, even, and I also got tabs at the top, and sometimes pages stick together, and but not bad. It was just static. But I'll have things at the top like this is a rainbow, and this is all about the ark, and then after the flood, God sent the rainbow as a promise. So we had the rainbow first. The Bible has the first rainbow, and the rainbow represents a promise that he said he wouldn't flood us anymore. So that's what the rainbow means. That's the true meaning of the rainbow. And when other people use the rainbow, it's just a hobby for them. It's just a hobby. It's not the real thing. We know what the rainbow means. So, but anyway, there, there's some highlights in here or things that I've highlighted throughout. And I also have tabs on the side of the chapters, and I don't really need these on here, but I had gotten them and printed them out, and I put them all on all the pages over here. But I already have the thumb pages, and I kind of wish I hadn't have done it because they're all wrinkling up my pages. But that's okay. It just means my book is well loved. So here is the parting of the Red Sea, and I've got the waves up here at the top. See, I can look at that and find the verse, and that's what I like about this because I can't remember. I can memorize a verse, but I won't be able to remember all of it later on. I can remember the verse, but I won't be able to memorize it word for word. And so that's just me. That's my fault. But that's nothing bad. But I've got all the pages in here marked. There's little tabs in here. What's this little tab for? I've got a little tab with a little piece of paper in here. And I don't have anything marked. So I don't know why it's in here. It might be just a extra piece of paper that I had stuck in there. So that's how I kind of look. I've got 10. Guess what that means? It's the 10 Commandments. They were already written out in the book. And so I just made it into a tablet in my Bible, and I used see through items, either highlighters or ink tints. Pencils are my favorite because nothing came through the other side, and the pictures here, and I can read the 10 Commandments right here through the ink. So that's how I do my this is how I do my Bible. And you'll see a lot of yellows, and that means that probably goes back to the 10 Commandments over here on this side, the rest of the story. And then I would print out things like this off of the internet, and this is a bookmark. And I would color these, and then I would put them wherever they belonged in the Bible. This is Exodus 33, so it's on this page to do right here in the orange. This is this verse, and so one day I will color that, and it'll be in here at marking that page. And here's a little heart over here, so it could be a favorite. It could be something about a heart, but I've got these windows here, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a window or a tablet, but I've got a heart, and I haven't finished the artwork. I'll have to go back and reread that and see what comes to me to put something down. So here's the heart. I got the heart up here, and then on this side is a verse about heart. There's a lot of hearts in the book Bible. And here's another little printout that I did. I used washi tape, and I taped it onto a blank piece so that it doesn't cover any of the print, and I can read it by flipping it up. This is also the same way. I can unhook this one side of the heart, and I can see all of my Bible verse down here. So it's in the book as a tip in. Okay, does that make sense? Am I boring y'all? Hi, Marty. Angie's here. So I hope, anyway, I'll go a little faster. So throughout the Bible, there's all kinds of things. And then I have Happy Mail, things that people have made me. And this was made by Janet Burgess. And isn't that pretty? I don't have a date on it, but I do have it in my Bible. It was so pretty. She did this by hand, and I love it. I do have quite a bit of Happy Meal in here. So I'm just going to go real quick. Here's one about sailing, and I drew a sailboat. And then I have discouragement up here. Sailing through discouragement is a lesson to learn. Do not be afraid. So that was cute. Here's one with the judge judging, and I did the hammer, the gavel. It's a gavel. Joe's in the house.
Oh, I'm just listening to
He's
y'all
he's
talking.
he's got his head down like he's going to take a nap.
Oh, I
And
got
then I've got some fancy paper clips in here that we've made, online. This is Samson uh, and the rope, talking about the three chords. Here's the new moon over here, the new moon, and I made a moon. Uh, Here's some more printouts, or maybe somebody gave this to me. Here, be anxious for nothing. God is love. Those are little bookmarks.
Mhm.
And kids give me stuff all the time too, and I always put them in here. Here's another one. It says, read Isaiah and Kings. And I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
And then here's a card from Carol McDonald. Carol's been back in the scenes with us, and she did this on a card. This is the back side. She sewed it on a card, and I said, "Oh, it's going in my Bible." If I wanted to, I could take it off the card and do liquid starch on this, or just spray it with starch and let it dry, and it would be stiff and it would stay like this. But since she did it this way to mail, I went ahead and stuck it in my Bible. I love it. And it was in 2021. Here's another bookmark, and this came from Mitzi, and it's on that plastic canvas in the small style. Now I'm assuming she made this. It's cute, but she gave it to me, so it went in my Bible. So it's sentimental to me. Here's one about joy. So I drew joy is my favorite word, and then I've got a stamp up here that I did and embossed, and then I embossed this up here, and that's how I got that up there, the embossing. But again, I can see through every word on there. These were ink gel pens, and I think a highlighter. Got something here, Nehemiah. This was Amazing Grace, and this had to do with something, a Bible study or a circle meeting, and I had to read Nehemiah to go with the program, and I had left the paper there. And here's one about the tree. I'm sure it's the tree of love. It's not the. This is a tree of love. Family. We will understand it better by and by. Fruits of love. And then you've got lessons in the blooms and the fruit. Then you have lessons in the roots and the ground. Here's another art card. The Book of Job, wisdom, the good life. And I made this little uh, A2C card, and it made it to my book. Here's Faith. These are some stencils that came with that fabric pastel kit that I had, and I did the Faith right here. Okay, this one's about He Lives, and there's a song that says that. I know that my Redeemer lives, and so there's my ink tints pencils for that. And this was a little printout that is a tip in, and it's Mod Podged or something, covered so that it stays in here, not it doesn't smear or anything. And here's a teapot, and sing. Um, I love singing is music and things like this. And then um, um, I found some stickers And these are little foam stickers like you get in the dollar store for kids, and they're real thin. So they were perfect to put in here. And then this was a napkin, the balloons, and the stars were stickers, and the foamies were the music things. So you find things to put in to get in, to put in your Bible. This one's about peace. Here's one about the deer going down to the have a drink of water, and there's a song as the deer. Uh, pa- Pants for streams of water, and this one says keep. So the Lord will keep them, and I write the word up here sometimes to help me remember. It's just quick reference for me. And here's a page of stickers. So I don't haven't used these stickers yet, but I might find something. See, here's the lion. So I might do Samson and the lion. And here is Psalms 91, which is a favorite Psalms. And then I have a leaf, and that's 91:4. And 91 verse 4, he will cover you with his feathers. You see how I do that? And it's easy to do. Here's another one about music and sing with joyful song. See, I've got it highlighted. So all I have to do is look down, and then I know what all of this means now. And it's a helpful reminder of what I've read. And of course, I would have to reread it to refresh my mind, my brain. But that's okay. I like it. I like what I've done. And I haven't really done anything in it for quite a while. I need to get it back out. And I've traced a flower right there. So I started doing this, and forget not all his benefits. I'm sure there's something in here about the flower real close. Do not be afraid. And it says, the Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. And this is glued down in the book with a butterfly. And it is not on any of the words. It's in between. It's on a white spot. I did not cover up any of the reference numbers or the verse words, letters. It's in the middle. So that was one of it's out of respect, for my book. And this is because my name's in here. It has nothing to do with Beth, but it's labeled Beth, and it has to do with the alphabet. I think the Greek alphabet. Eyes. I should uh, uh, I should have a big I in here somewhere. That's what I should have. But there's always something to do in here. There's never a dull page. You could you could do something. This one says set me free, and it's a doodle, and I did it in ink, and I did it in blue and red and black ink, and I probably did that in church. Doodle. Stars. This is probably my very first Zentangle. My very first Zentangle. And I dropped the stars and colored them. And this is all done with ink tints pencils. And you can read through every bit of that pencils. You can read through every letter you can see. And then here's one about praise. And now I did this one in um, watercolor, and this was a learning tool right here. I can still read it. It was all in uh, metallic paints, watercolor paint in pastels. I can still read through everything, but it's kind of sketchy in a few places. I might have to guess, but I know I won't do that again because it was too watery, and it wet. My page was too wet, and I was afraid I would ruin it. But it didn't ruin. It didn't ruin it. So, or next time if I do this, I have to really, really dilute the paint down more so that I didn't really destroy anything. I can see everything. I can figure it out. But like there's an iffy part right there underneath the red, and I'm sure that was a stencil. But we learn, we live and learn. So trust, and another bookmark that somebody sent me just for you. Oh, this was from Alicia. So God bless her. And here's a door. Knock on the doors. Watching daily by my door. I got a door up there to refer. Be wise. And I have a little be wise coloring page to do right there. Here's one about wisdom. And I've got the wise old owl over here. And this is Inktense pencils, and I can see every letter of every word. I can read every bit of that. And I have read every bit of it. This one is from Debbie Farrell back in 2020, and she had it's cardstock, and then she just did a cluster, and then she crocheted around the edge of it, and it was so precious. It made it to my Bible. And here's a flag. He will raise a banner. So that's what the banner flag. Some more bookmarks. Here's one about flowers. I had found these little sticky stickers, and they're felt flowers, but they were flat enough to go in the Bible. They were flat enough, and they don't hurt anything, not covering anything up. Here's one about strength. Here's one about apples. So good. Be mine. Love. Here's one about hope. Plans. I know the plans I have for you. That's my other favorite Bible verse. Here's a white cross that somebody made me. I want to say who it is. Maybe. Here's a prayer card that I did. Somebody made me the white cross, and it's a bookmark. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper, not to harm you. Great is thy faithfulness. This was another watercolor page that I did that's a little bit risque on it didn't really cover everything up, but it covered some, and I don't do watercolor anymore in my book, just the Inktense. Lesson learned. And again, this is just my Bible, and my other Bibles. I've got several Bibles, and the other ones are, don't have anything like this in it. Praise God. There's another flower. Here's a little Jonah. Here's a dolphin, a whale. We're getting to Jonah and the whale here. And then I have a tip in Jonah in the belly of the whale. And so you can sort of see how these things, I guess it's a tip in this way. And so tip-ins are good. Tip-ins are real good. And I'm almost to the back here. Now we're getting close to Christmas and Jesus' birth. And I think I have, here's about here are the kings, the three kings. And King Herod is in here too. And here we have something about Satan, get behind me. And we're coming up to the end here. Coming up to the end. And here's the Lord's Prayer. And I've got the prayer hands. And I wrote love over here. And these are the prayer hands, and they're just tipped in. They're not in all the way. And So that's good. And then there's one about heart. Here's a letter from God. This is cute. If anybody wants a copy of it, just let me know. But it's a letter from God, and it's something that was on the internet, and you get to put your name in the spot, and as he tells it, and it's really cool to put my dear child Beth, and you can put my name through all of this Bible verse where he's sending me the letter. It's pretty cute. There's another heart. And there's heart. And I can't read it. And another Bible tip in. Got just a few more here in the back. We're almost done. Something stuck. It's two. Okay, I'll have to work on that. I'm not real sure. So let's get through the end of it here. This is another heart, second Advent piece. Born again, I love this one because when you're born again, it's like you've been bathed and you've been washed and you're fresh. So I have this little dog that I found. I love it because he's been born again. That's one of my favorite ones. To be saved, the Good Shepherd, believe. Keywords, the staff, the Good Shepherd, Jesus wept. Ladies, wash your hair. Okay, I did a video, and some of you all may have seen the video, and I can't remember where it is, if it's on my Facebook page or where it is, but if you ever want to see the video I did a little third person story, and it was about your ladies wash your hair and and carry your oil with you, for the Lord is near. Anyway, it's a really cute story about a lady in the Bible that washed Jesus' feet with her hair. And I claimed I was that person and told the story of how it really happened. So if you all want that, you need to remind me and tell me, and I can message it to you. But it's just something that I did on my own in here before I ever started streaming. So there's one about the Bible. My joy equals God's joy. Here's some more about follow me, Jesus. I'm getting to the end. I believe. And again, I can see even through the black, I can read every word. I didn't destroy my book. Okay, this is about the prayer cloth, and it's white, and there's a story behind it in Acts. See where it starts at. The prayer cloth and the apron. It's Acts chapter 19, verse 11. If anybody wants to know chapter 19, verse 11, if you want to read about the prayer cloth. And this is the prayer cloth. And a lot of times in Catholic hospitals, and I worked for 10 years in a Catholic hospitals, you would see a little white cloth safety pinned to their pillow. And that's where one of the sisters has come in and has prayed with them or prayed over them with the white cloth, and they would leave a little piece of white cloth. That's nice. I like that. So here's another one about believe. Almost done. I swear we're almost done. There's one about love. Be joyful in hope, faithful in prayer. The Lord's Supper. Here is the lady Here's about a lady with her long hair, and it has something to do with ladies, let your hair grow long in the Bible, and it's in First Corinthians, and it is one being one body, one church, the body of Christ, amazing grace, gifts. We have loads of gifts for the Lord. Lots of gifts. The body of Christ. Grow. Grow. Kindness. Giving. I'm trying to get to the tree. Here it is. Here's the tree. Here's the light. This is a house. Lighthouse. Spread the light. Show the light. Share the light. And then I have the tree of life back here in the back in Revelations 2, verse 3. Chapter 2, verse 3 is the tree of life. Here's the one about the Son of God with the lamp, under the lamp. So I think probably this one was one of my favorites. I've got several favorites in here, and this was one. I could do better than this now because I've been arting for 3 or 4 years, 6 years. And then I have the door. Here's the door. Knock on the door in the garden, and he shall answer. And there's some more stencils and more paper back here. And here is tassels. There's a prayer in here about wearing tassels on the corner of your garments to show that you're a Christian. And that's it. So that's all I'm gonna do to show you. I just wanted to show it to you. If anybody has any questions whatsoever, you can always ask me. I'll message me or something. But that's my Bible, and that's where I keep some of my special things. Okay. Now we're going to do the napkin. Joe's he's just sitting over there.
Oh. Hello, Angie Brand.
All right. Hi, Lori. Hello. Okay, so I got a new napkin today, and I thought that we could do a napkin page.
All pretty birds. Beautiful birds.
So this is what I'm going to start off with. I might have to do a tree. So there's 6 panels, and they're all 6 the same, but I can still cut them out and mix match them. So what I'm going to do is you have to take the back off of them, and this one has 2. Sometimes there's 3. Most of the time it's just 2, and I use this for a cleanup tissue napkin to clean up with. And I'm going to take a damp paintbrush and ask Joe if he'll give me some clean water.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, you might take this one too. This one's dirtier than that one. Here, take them both. And just fill them up about that much.
Okay.
Not quite half.
Okay.
He'll fix my water for me. Should have kept one of them. Yep, that's got water in the bottom of it, so I'll use this one. So you could take your little a wet brush, and it'll tear it off easy without tearing the napkin. You just go down the edge of it and it tears off. So I probably will use 3 or 4 of them, I guess. But I've got them to use. Tear them apart a little bit, and then I can still do a little bit more. Because I want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one right there. I'll use the edges, and I'm going to put this one over here, and we'll just make the tree. And then I'll have some more of these in the tree. Like that. And we're going to paint. We'll paint in around. We'll paint around and do the tree. So I'll probably will just go ahead and start gluing some of it down. And I'm going to use my glue. Put my stuff up there. So, I wasn't paying attention to people. Oh, thank you for sending me the links to her. I found her on Etsy, but I couldn't find the felt or the wool that I wanted. I was hoping she had more of um, that Kathy showed, and I don't know if she has any more. Uh, but I was asking Kathy. Anyway, we'll worry about that at another time. So here's the napkin, and you have to be kind of careful because it's a napkin, and it will it will break and tear and rip, and you can mess it up real easy if you're not careful. My fan is on, and it's blowing everything. So I'm going to try to get everything down before it blows away. I will try. So this is what we call napkin art. And you can mix match it with magazine. Um, I'm going to do some of that clip art that I have, the book, and put some of those birds up here too. It's just Elmer's glue all is all I use, and I do put a little bit of water in it because it's thick. It's thick, like not quite as thick as tacky Eileen's tacky glue. It's not as thick as that, but it is more than school glue. And I find it's just a good happy medium. No pun intended, because glue they call glue a medium. I don't know why. That's what they do. It's a good medium glue. And I got so tired of fighting with the the glitter diamond, the glitter glue, and it's good glue. It's good, But I just got tired of fighting the needle all the time. You had to put the needle in every single time. And it was a waste of my time. And I just wanted to do more other things with my time than fool with that glue bottle. Just saying. So I've got some of these birds. And I had these picked out because they were smaller. And I think I'll get the bird book back out. See if I can find it. There's an angel. There's an angel go in our tree. These are all big angels. We ought to do an angel page. So I've got a couple of books. And this is probably one of my favorite books of all times out of here. And they're all birds. And this is a clip art cutout. Mixed Media Bird Ephemera, Cut and Create by Sweet Pea Curiosities. So we can use some of these birds. And since we've got so much color in here, we can pick out what we want. So I want to get some going in both directions. And this has got kind of the same kind of flowers, a little bit redder, but we'll try it. And I can tear them out and cut them out, both. And I can do a little wiggly cut in here. Like that. And I could maybe tear a little bit. Then I could ink the edges and put him in there. So I would cut around some of it, and then I could tear around some of it. And if any of the white is showing, I can ink it, so you can cut it out a little bit faster. Like that. And we'll put this one in there. It's going to be a bird page. Okay, let's try this. We got birds going both directions. Let's get this one then. Give it the other direction. Okay. And we'll save these for another time. Don't know that we'll need these.
Flower band.
Huh? No. Got some little water here. Thank you.
You got some napkins.
Yeah, I got napkins. Okay. So we're going to put this big one up here. I've got to ink the edges. And maybe this one here. And maybe this one here. That would work. Just put them all three in a row. Move that one over that direction. And maybe this one over here or up here. Down here. Right there. So let's see. Before I do that, I'm going to ink the edges of these guys. And I'll also have some stamps in my possession. There's a bird. I did have some leaves. I have to look for my leaf. Got some a real pretty couple of leaves. They're in my flower box over there. So, okay.
Oh, I got in contact with a guy that he's got a lot of cigar boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got me a bunch of cigar
I
boxes.
told him you did.
I ordered them online,
Oh, I didn't tell him you did that.
but I did. I got like 7 or 8 boxes for $15, I think. So, oh yeah, this will be all right. This will be a perfect. This is walnut, and it could be a good color for the limbs of the tree too. And like when there's a white spot there, I can put that whole thing there and cover the white parts. And it already looks grungy. So, yeah, good. Did you get any from him, or you just talked to
No,
some?
he has he was representing one of the tents with some kind of insurance and lawyer stuff. I've got some paperwork.
There was it a bike show?
Yeah, big bike
He went
show
to a bike show today,
in Edgewater.
and where we live, and good friends of ours, some of our best friends, they have a food truck, and he does barbecue and sells. And so it's a retired hobby. He's retired, but he hasn't retired. He still works. So anyway, Joe was going over there to help him. So he was at the car show, and you ran into this guy that.
They had cars. It's mostly a lot of they give away a bunch of stuff for Harley bikes.
Okay.
Prizes and stuff that was really nice stuff. New Smyrna Beach Bikers Club.
Yeah.
Group. And, got some of those things to keep your drinks like your
Cozies.
Your cozies. Keep your cozy in the summertime.
Cold. Your drink's cold.
Yeah, your drinks chill.
So I'm just putting some of this around the edge.
Good to see all y'all ladies again.
Yeah.
Marvin and Angela.
Good to see you. Teresa's here.
Tracy, I see Teresa, yeah. And Gory and it's been a busy day, and the wind was up, and we were talking, and he had a brand new tent for his company, and
Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, I took some pictures and got some as you call it, film for
You bought me some ephemera.
yeah.
He brought me some stuff where we want to see.
Oh, okay.
My goodness, don't hold back. He's always bringing me stuff. What am I going to do with him? So I'm just putting a little bit of this down. And we're going to have to go back in and paint our tree. We got to paint our tree. So let's put this away. He might, Teresa, if he brought a whole bunch, I might have to give some of it away. Because that's what we do. We give things away. Now I had this in here that it didn't hide anybody. I'll have to redo it. So we've got the bird tree. It's a bird tree. They're all conjugating, and they came down from up north because it was cold, and they started flying down here, and they're conjugating to get together to go back up north. How about that? I think that's a good thing. We're decoupaging. Okay, one more.
If they're into motorcycles and stuff.
Well, you never know. We might have to do a transportation trade. I think that was funny.
That was a good one. Sound like something I'd say. I ain't woke up yet.
Okay, what you got?
I don't know, what is this thing? Ask them what this thing is.
It's something to put your keys on.
Yep. It's a. I guess you put your keys on, put it on your.
Well, you
on
can
your ring.
yeah,
Keep you
on
from
your
losing
belt
them,
or belt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a keychain. Schumann Legal, personal injury lawyers. It's an advertisement.
Yeah, it's the advertisement.
Motorcycle safety lawyers.
Yeah.
And there's a sticker. In case of accident,
Yeah.
call this 1-888-500-9000 number.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
super nice guy. That's a stick. That's a magnet, I think.
And it's a magnet.
Super big magnet. You can cut that up and put.
How many of these do you have?
Well, I think I got 2 or 3. You know, I'm not a pig, but
Well, you know I'm a giver.
well, I know that. Well,
If I had them, I can give them away.
well, here, just look at that. But
Here's some Edgewater Chamber of Commerce.
just information for our community for the.
Here's a luggage tag. Oh, there. Okay, that's good. That's 2. Here's a mug, a cozy mug with the motorcycle on it. And then watch out for motorcycles. motorcyclesafetylawyers.com.
Yeah, it's a safety thing.
There's another sticker
It's a
like
skull.
that.
Skull sticker.
And here's a
That's
circle,
scary.
helping injured bikers.
Yeah.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Joe.
And this is
A
some
couple
of
of
the stuff.
index or calling cards. We've got David Vegas Schumann, CPA, and Larry Bear Scotts, Director of Motorcycle Safety.
Yeah, motorcycle safety.
And
Very
some more
important.
flyers. There's Larry Bear Scotts. He looks like a good guy. And here's Mark Schumann.
Yeah, Mark. That's the guy I talked to.
And here's a National Biker VIP card.
What?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
VIP. Might be able to get into some.
I know. I'm sorry, Angie.
What?
Something doesn't like my
Oh.
my table. I don't know why my camera does that.
Oh,
It didn't used to do it like that. But I've got too much stuff or something.
Yeah.
So well, let's see if we can't. Do we have some envelopes over here? Let's just see what we can do.
I got another bag.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, honey. How's the baby? How is the baby? And she's getting big as a. She's growing like a weed. So we could do something like this.
And this group does charity things for people, less fortunate people.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things, and he was a very serious, considerate person, and I really thought that, or I wouldn't associate it with him that much.
You what?
I said I really thought that he was a really nice guy.
Oh well,
And-
you wouldn't have talked to him
Or
so much.
yeah, because we talked about Kentucky and all the, and he liked cigars,
Oh my!
and yeah, he liked.
So we had cigar boxes.
Well, he didn't have none with him, I don't believe, but he was.
Look at that kitty
you
cat.
know-
Where is that kitty cat been today?
Oh my! Well, I don't know. She's right here.
I hear her.
And I got about that much more, I believe, in another bag. And guess who's got it?
Kenneth.
It's in red. Kenneth. But I'm gonna swap him. I've got his. Oh my gosh, he's gonna.
Oh, Joe picked his phone up this morning and he said, "Beth, I don't know who this belongs to."
Oh,
Belonged to Kenneth. He was in the car.
I got his two
Okay, so I've got 4
supersize
envelopes. Do we
hot
have
mittens.
any biker people in here?
Yeah. You wanna? If you like that type of stickers and stuff, I've got a couple of them. I ain't got a whole bunch of stuff, but well, we might be able to fix you up. I'm sure we could do something.
I think it'll be 3. I'll just have enough for 3. I don't have enough for 4. I just have enough for
all you got to
3.
do is call them and tell them you're interested in their stickers or where they're going to be at the next time. Hey, and
Yeah.
And they're all over different areas. I think it might be a national thing, but
It's a shame you don't have any little bikes,
little what?
motorcycles.
Little motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got enough for 3. 4 was just stretching it too thin. So we could have a first and a second and a third prize. Here, you can take this one back. It's too fat
It's too fat.
for my envelopes.
Oh yeah. It's a picture of it.
And they're still going to be iffies.
Yeah. I guess it's for keys or
It's a key ring.
a leather.
Something.
Oh, and the lady next to us, she had some very elegant leather skins from cows and animals that were
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Several $100 beautiful.
Well, show us your pictures.
Oh. Let's see what I got. Abby. See, Abby don't have any number except in front of her.
Alrighty. And now I just need. Does a bicycle count? Yes.
A what?
A bicycle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Marty does a couple times a week. It's PT.
What's he do?
Marty, it's a her.
Oh,
And she bikes a couple times a week.
bikes. That's good exercise, Marty.
I used to have a bike, but I don't do that anymore.
You got a bike?
I used to have a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a
Those were the days.
long time ago. You know, I
So,
forgot about that.
so it's a sore spot. So I'm just going to put him in here every so often. Now I have to be careful and not get it. Well, this is supposed to be permanent ink, so I should be okay. We got birds.
Ooh.
I think
Hey,
3 is enough.
hey guys, do y'all think this was a 62, 63 Chevy Nova?
I had a 76 Chevy Nova. So what I'm doing now is making the tree connect to each other somehow. So
And there's last night's birthday party.
yeah, we had a birthday party yesterday.
And we went to the King's house, my brother's house.
We were wearing hats. We were kings and cowboys at the party.
And the kids were having a ball.
Yeah, we had party hats. All right, I think I've got everybody connected somehow. I do. I think I have everybody connected. Maybe connected on out here. We're in the tree. This is the tree.
Yeah, all the birds are in the tree,
We are,
hiding.
we
The
are.
little birds are hiding, and the big birds are showing themselves.
Well, they're just,
They're
you
not
know,
scared of nobody.
no, no, and they're friendly. They're gathering, having a gathering. Birds do that.
Is there any guys that ride bikes, motorcycles?
I don't know for sure. Marty, do you ride a a cycle or a bicycle?
They really had a good show. a beautiful day. Thank you, Lord.
Okay, so let's go, and I'm going to put this over to the side, let it dry for just a moment.
Okay.
And what I'll do is let's give away these. If anybody can play, but it's just motorcycle stuff. So if you want to win one of these envelopes for yourself or for a friend,
Yeah.
maybe you can play, and it's going to be 1 through 100, a number between 1 and 100, and go. And you can win one of these. And if not, maybe you'll do a motorcycle page for yourself, or for somebody. So it's just motorcycle stuff. So it's just, I'll put some other things in there. I can find some things
Yeah.
to put in there. Okay. So it's just Happy Mail from Joe.
Yeah. Just
Happy Mail from Joe. I got to make it flat, or they'll get after me.
matter of fact, there were several townships that had uh, bike week and open uh, areas that some of them they didn't camp out, but they took them had lunches in special places,
Yeah.
like across the creek.
Okay. Well, Teresa, if you don't like skulls, don't play because there's skulls in there. I think they all have skulls. Maybe one of them doesn't. If there is one that doesn't, I'll let you know.
That's just awareness of
This one doesn't have skulls in it.
trying just being
It's
safe.
just ephemera.
Yeah.
It's just ephemera, no skulls. And I got a few little things to add to it. So if anything happens, if you do win one, Teresa, I can give you this one, okay? Oh, I lied. It's got a skull. I can put the skull in another one. If Teresa gets one, I can put the skull in another one. All right. We'll work with it. We'll work with it.
I'll do better next time.
And it's I don't do skulls either. I
We
don't
don't do skulls
I
either.
don't do the sugar skull thing. I don't understand. I don't understand it.
It,
Uh,
it's a symbol to be safe.
the skull is
Yeah, motorcycle.
don't kill yourself.
Yeah, it's about motorcycle.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Well, that
not.
kind of makes sense, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it really is a good one because it makes you open your eyes and go, oh, well, okay, well, you be courteous to other people that might be on a motorcycle, and they'll be courteous to you.
Okay.
That's the way it
Maybe
works.
that's what it's all about.
Share
Let's
and give, and
see.
everybody else can be happy.
The only thing I haven't done tonight is we'll finish the napkin page,
I'm not.
and then we'll work on our Easter egg.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get my phone. And it's just ephemera. Ephemera. 1 through 100. And I'll be professional and put stop. And the numbers, we'll do 3 without going over, will be 42. That's okay, Laura. It was 42. So we've got 10, 35, and 33. There you go. So Teresa gets this one. And I'll put this one in with this one. So this will be Teresa. All right. As soon as I find my ink pen.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of ink went down the bathroom sink, so maybe your ink pen might have been in it. No, it wasn't. I cleaned it all up, and you know.
So it's Teresa, Jennifer, and Marty. Is that right? Is that the 3? Did everybody agree? Kitty, Jen, and Marty. And I think Teresa. Okay. Everybody agree? Okay. Yeah, Teresa, Marty, and Jennifer. Okay, thank you, Angie. Angie was officially verifying that for me. Thank you. So, what we can do is pass along maybe a napkin or two. Let's look in here and see if we can find uh, something I'd like to give. We can do the roses. Give everybody a rose because I think you're sweet as a rose. And I will take the middle out of the rose so it'll be lighter. Since postage is so expensive, they've just spoiled it for us. They've just spoiled us. We if it were for all of us, I'd like to know how much business they would really, 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 really have if it weren't for us. Happy Mail people. I'm just saying. I'm not going to stop mailing out, but I have to cut back a little bit. So let's see if I can fold this up the way it was. There's one. Okay. So is that okay, guys? Now see, this only has one back in the back of it. So sometimes they have one and sometimes they have two. Okay, there's 2. Get down in there. Quit misbehaving. Y'all got a little bird in there too. And there's the last one is here. Like that. There we go. All right. We'll save those for a cleanup job. And I'm thinking I might as well just share a bird. Can I share a bird with you? Just need 3 birds. Put a bird on it. That's what we'll do. Put a bird on it. How about that? Is that good, Happy Meal? Napkin, a bird, and some motorcycle ephemera from Joe. So you all can make him an ATC card out of your stuff. Yeah, dude, make him a page. That's what we'll do. Then you can mail it to Joe, and he'll get the Happy Meal. Wouldn't that be cool? Since he's so good to us. He is. He's very good to us, guys. That's what we'll do. You all can make him something. Okay. All right. So, let me see. What else do I want to do to this page? I got some leaves. I want to use my leaf stamp. I got a leaf stamp. See if I can find it. It's in the flower drawer because it's it's a flower. So I have my leaves in here, and I don't see it. So that means I've got it in another box. Because it's not an animal. I wouldn't have it in the animal. Oh, I do have an apron in there. I found a feather. Do we want to put a feather in the tree? That's unusual. Let's see, I did have another box. I need to put some of these boxes away. There's tags. Oh, I was going to work on my beads tonight. on my picture frame. I might be too tired, so I could put some feathers in here in the background. And then I've got this little stamp, And I've got this little stamp. And I've got some, kind of some brown, coffee brown. And I've got some green. We can do this one in green and this one in brown and the feathers in blue. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to do this one first. And I have no idea where it came from. These little stamps came from Dana or Becca or somebody, I think. I don't remember getting them from anybody else. And it's just some leaves, uh, scattered leaves. Not tonight. We're not. I'm not doing the coin swap. Um, Cindy Levin is doing the coin swap, and it's just going to be 3 coins to one envelope, and you only get to do one. She's doing one on one, and that's in Cindy's group. And then for next month, May, we're doing tags, May tags. So I kind of like that. And it could be even, I could even do it this way. It could be directional. So, okay. But I'm in the coin swap. I can finish my coins tonight if I, after this page. I've got quite a little bit I'm going to do. Okay, Marty, I'm not taking names yet. I'll be doing it next week. I'm going to take names. Oh shoot! I just might as well do it just now since you told me. I hate to, I just hate it that I do that. I just can't leave it. There's Cindy. If you want to sign up for the coin swap, there is a post in my Facebook group, and you can go there and go to her channel to sign up on one of the coin videos. Or you can just give her a message. I'm sure she can do it. She's like me. She'll do whatever you say. I like this. I like this it to fill in, and then I'll take a little green, maybe a pencil, and color the leaves. Oh my gosh, guys, I am loving this. It looks like it belongs. They look like they're in the twigs. Now, I don't know. Did Cindy say there was a theme? I don't remember. She might have. No, just coins. Okay. So I'm doing birds. I'm doing birds. So I could do that right through there and right through there. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Esther's back. Okay, let me look. Is there anything else? I better quit this. I can always come back to it because I got other things to put in there. I got these acorns. I'm going to pretend that there's uh, some acorns coming in there. We could put this any old way too. On the edges in green, the green ink is going to be great. Just random. Turn it around. That's good. Just got the leaf on that one. Okay, that's enough of that one. That's not my favorite. But it was okay. It's okay. It fills in the, it's going to make it look good. So I thought maybe I could do a hint of feathers around. I don't know if I can do it or not, if it would look good. What do you all think? You think the feathers would be too much? Maybe just 2 or 3, not all over. Don't go overboard. It didn't do anything. It was too. It didn't do it. So we'll see. We'll try it again over here. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's in the background. I have one coming down. I like it coming in off the side. Okay, that's good enough. Adds a little color. All right, let's put that away. Put that one away. And I've got a green brush tip pen, and I'm going to just hit some of these leaves, and it will finish it off. Yeah, that looks good. Now, if I can find them all, it'll take me a minute to find them. They're easy to do. This is a mixed media page. And that's what we like to do. Mixed media. And I think it's got so much on it, I don't know if I should try to put varnish over all of it or not. I've got it glued down pretty good. Maybe just a little bit, like I need some more glue right here. Okay. Let's see. I know there's more. Just don't see them. So here's a little one here. And here. I think the conglomeration of it all makes it look okay. Joe's out there talking to the dogs. I talk to him too. Both. I talk to you too.
I asked Nora if she wanted a bandana.
Did she need some
What
clothes?
do you think she needs? No, she don't want to go to bed. She,
It's too hot down here to put pajamas on them. I think it's cute when they do that.
oh my
I
God.
watched this one video uh, site, and they adopt their foster parents, and they have like 10 to 15 dogs at a time in their house, and they train them, and they're all trained to sit in a row with attention, and and they know their names, and when they call their names, then they can go eat. They'll call their names, and they'll go, and that one will go line up to eat, and he'll just do a click, a flip, a flip of his, a snap of his finger, and then they all eat at the same time. It's hilarious. It's really wonderful. I wish I had patience enough to do that with my dogs. But they and also they shower when it's bath time. They sit in the shower with attention, no muss, no fuss, and they spray them down. They don't use a forceful spray. They use one of those handheld that sprays real soft. It's nothing that's scary. And I think that could be, some dogs might be afraid of the shower
Yeah.
spout because it's so, it can be strong. And
Get hot.
it can get hot. That's right. But anyway, that she, and I don't know if it's a she or he that does the bathing. But here, these can go in the drawers behind you there.
She don't want it, but she's sitting
These
there right
two,
behind me listening.
these two go to flowers, and this one
Oh,
goes to the birds.
okay.
And here's another bird. Um, and but she bathes them, and first they get their face lathered up, and then they clean their ears, and then they'll wash their behind, and they got their backside in the camera, and they're massaging their butt, and the dog is like walking around wiggling his butt, or looking around, and then they'll rinse the soap off, and they'll brush their teeth. They have their own toothbrush, and the toothbrushes are different colors, so I know they have their own brush. And anyway, they go, and then they have the heat, the hair dryer, and there we go. So I need to put something on this. What should I put? So anyway, it was a cute. Uh, it's a cute video if you ever watch them. Just search for grooming dogs or something, or foster dogs, and you'll probably get them. And they have a lot of uh, reels, and some of these dogs are for adoption wherever they are. I'm thinking California maybe, and yeah. So I'm gonna put that right there. I just want to. What should I say? I just want to. Who's going to guess what I'm going to put? Where's my big marker? Okay, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. I don't have enough room. I didn't plan on that. Put a bird on it. I just want to put a bird on it. How about that? There's our title. What do you think? Hi, Angela. I think that's going to be it. That's just what it is. It is what it is. There's our bird page. It was just a conglomeration. And I do have some more pages over here. This is the book that the pages tear out, or they don't tear out, but they come out of the spiral. And so I've been taking the pages out, the ones that I've done, and I was going to cut the, that's pretty, the edges off, and then I was going to bind them. There's my doodle page. I'm going to leave that in there. And so I was kind of doing this book differently, and I think here is the rest of them. Just do a little flip through. Here's the rest of them, and I cut the binds off, the binding off over here to trim them up this size. So then I need to bind them. Uh-oh. I tore off the prompts. Oh well. Prompts with Dane and Becca. That's all I really need. We can figure the other ones out later. So let me put these in the back. There's my brush. I hope I didn't run it. I'm sure I had glue on it. Put it in the water real quick. Clean these sharp things off my table. And then these will go in the bottom. And I'll have to I know this is two pieces, but I must have glued them together. They're glued together. So I'll have to have a front and a back, some cardboard or something. And this will be the front. So let me just do a little flip through from a little reminiscent from the past. This was done in November. And that's cute with the path, the moonlight. And we did this in April. And this is April. I got to put the date on it. So we'll put the date on it down here. There we go. I could do it up here too. It's got a date thingamajiggy. All right. So that's what we did today. So that's the last of the book. So I'll go backwards. And then this was done, I'm sure, October. I'm going to scoot up so maybe you can see more of the picture. And this was just the background, and then the silhouette. I like to do that every now and then. It's fun to do. Thank you, Angela. Cute birds. Flying like a key into the fall, and I made keys, the birds' keys, out of keys. So this was fall, October. So I'm going to bind these, and I will probably do several holes. And this is October. Now, should I put him in that way or this way? I think I'll put him in that way in the book. October, we did roll a pumpkin. And this looks like they were slick sticks. Where's your father at? I know you're not hungry. I gave you a can of food. And this is paper piecing. And it was probably a roll of pumpkin or something. Here's a sunflower. We like our sunflowers. And here's a boat. We did this out of the Fast and Fun and Furious book, the fast book that we have. I hear you. Here's a horsey page. This was in memory of Melissa. Run, Melissa, run. She's running with the horses. And I don't have a date on that, but it was in September. We did a little girl. We did the birds. I could make some more of these and put them in the chicken book. And we did a house, and I did this with Dana. Fast and Fun page 31. I like this girl really good. I love her. And she's like one of those girls that I have over here to paint another girl like. I got another card. That is so cute. Here's the card that I did use. This was the card, and this is my painting of her. I think I did pretty good. Looks just like her. And this is another girl card that I had. And there's my version of her. I love those backgrounds. Here's some dolls that we made. Best friends. Pretty background. I love that background. Here's our little pig, Miss Boots. Miss Boots on the farm. It's cute. Those were those sticker eyes. I've got eyes that are stickers. These are sticker eyes too. And we did the seal, and this was our mascot for a marathon that we did with Miriam. And I said something the other day, earlier today, if I ever find my scavenger hunt book over here on the right somewhere, if I ever find it, I'm going to do a scavenger hunt marathon. And I'm going to stay up all night and finish it. If anybody wants to hang out with me all night, you're invited. Cecile, but this was our mascot for Miriam's marathon we did earlier last year. Here's the three turkeys. And I used all kinds of prompts on this. I've got texture paste. It might be expand paste. I got real feathers, and this is real feathers. I've got this netting stuff. I got some gauze over here. I've got some felt, some yarn wool on the legs. There's a lot of stuff on here. That was fun. That was in August, and that's the last one we have. So this will be a book of its own, and I'll have to punch the holes in, and I probably will find this is pretty sturdy. It's got two pages glued together, and I guess I could paint the front of it and the back of it. So I hope to think of something to do on the front and the back to be the book. I'll decide later. I'll just stick it over here for now because that's where I had it. We still got some more of that paper, so guys, that's going to be all I'm going to do tonight. I did everything but the beads and the coins. I was going to do the coins, and here's my ATC coins, and I'm going to put birds on them and words, and I just need three to trade with Cindy, and she hasn't given out our names yet, and I've got some birds that I've been cutting out over here to put on these ATC cards. I'm cutting them out. So we've been working on that, and then after I do these, I will work on the 10 that I need to do for Janet Young's um, trade, and I have them somewhere close by. I put them together. I think I put them over here, but I'll get them. I don't need them right now, anyway. But so the first thing I'm going to do is uh, the coins. So if you want to do Cindy's trade, it's just one person with three coins per to your partner. You have to have three coins, and I think these coins will look cute with a bird on it. And then I have my round thing, ATC, um, for the back side. I have to print this out on some white paper. So, oh, okay, Jen. Uh, I have to find the scavenger hunt book before I can announce the day. So it might be this summer, but I'm slowly looking for it. I'm slowly getting some of this stuff out of the way, and I'm just not uh, I'm just not going very fast, not moving very fast. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. So thank you all for hanging out with me Saturday night, and I will be back Tuesday. So I will see everybody in the chat room this weekend, right? We'll see everybody. So if you need anything, message me, and I'll get these out. They'll go out in Monday's mail. You're welcome. And that's all I can think of at the moment. So I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.